Hello friends, my name is Olga. I'm a mature medical student from Ukraine, and unfortunately, as we have war now, I should tell you about some I think important and maybe a little bit funny news or strange news, I don't know, because war, it is very heavy thing. It's a lot of connected with stress, with depression, with sorrow, and I know that maybe I'm telling you about it all the time, and a lot of people, they just don't want to listen all the time this, but they actually happy because they can turn off television and they will be out of this information. But for Ukrainians, for people who cannot escape, they cannot turn on the war, and even if we are refugees, we also cannot think or talk about anything else. We every day we talk about war, about whose flat is destroyed, whose friend was killed, and it is information that all the time in our heads. But today I want to tell you a little bit funny maybe fact of war. Maybe you know that I told you that some near Kiev, some of officers, they instead of making war, they started to drink vodka, and when most of their soldiers were killed and their tanks was destroyed, they started to drink vodka, and rest of soldiers asked them what to do, what we should do. You're an officer, you are a colonel, you have to tell us. But they said, just I don't care, you may do what you want. Or other facts that, for example, Russians, they brought a lot of tanks, a lot of machinery, a lot of the tanks stuck in swamps, a lot of the tanks fell in the rivers out of bridges. Some of them stopped because there was no fuel, and Ukrainian farmers by ropes take them out. Or, for example, was that fact that, for example, Russians left their tanks and Ukrainians put on the Ukrainian flags on the tanks, and other Russian tanks, other units saw them and destroyed. So they destroyed their own tanks. It was like a joke, before, maybe on the second week of war. But today I want to tell you another strange thing, or maybe even not strange, but anyway, I want to tell you about it. Maybe that Khreson region, that it is the only some kind of big city that captured by Russians, and they tried to even to do some so-called fake votings and create another people's republic, because Putin so far cannot do anything, any even tiny victory in Ukraine. So maybe it will be his achievement he want to make. And there now a lot of people not from Moscow, not from this nearest regions, because they more informated and actually they more rich, they can they have possibility to get rid of that obligation to go to war. But most of the Russian army, they from northern Asia, for example, like Buriatia, Chechnya, and that Ural, and now they brought army of Ussurisk region. So they like this Eastern Asian part, and that Buryatia, it is a Buddhist regions with Buddhist religion, and also a lot of Chechen people in Chechnya, it is like Muslims. And that in Russia, Chechen people in Russia have very reputation, very cruel people who don't know what means law, who allowed to kill people, to do anything on the roads. They don't know rules, they never follow them. They very emotional and sometimes cruel, and they, as Caucasian people, they may do anything. So now a lot of information that these Chechen people, they like a police for soldiers for Russian army, because Russian army have no any any motivation to go war, and especially after they got information that war in Ukraine very dangerous for them. It is not easy. It is connected with a lot of deaths. So they don't want to make wars. These people from Buryatia, from the even eastern parts of Russia, before they didn't know what happened here. It was too far. Maybe people from Moscow, from this western part of Russia, they knew what happened here, so they tried to get rid of, as I told you, of to be a soldier and to go war, in Ukraine. But and now even those people from the eastern part, they got, and they saw what happened here. So now we have such a thing when Chechen people, they like police for soldiers. They when the Russian army attacked, when the people from Buryatia, they tried to attack, Ukrainian position to capture new lands, and the Chechen people, they go after them like the last link, the last rows, and their task, do not let that Buryat people run away from the field of battle. So they will shoot their own soldiers if that soldiers will not make war but lost position and try to escape. So they they here we call them like Zagrad отряды. It's a Russian word. So they police, as I told you, for their own soldiers. Do not let them escape. And in Kherson region, these days happened very strange fights, not between Ukrainian army, but between the Chechen armed, units and Buryat armed units. So they started to shoot each other. Maybe because the Buryat people, they don't want to make war, they want to escape, but Chechen people, their task, do not let them escape, and they started to shoot. Chechen people started to shoot, and Buryat people started to answer because they want to escape. So you understand what kind of relationships and things happened inside that military Russian units. No motivation, no how to say, they're not united. Yes, if they shoot each other. Before, I also received such information that Russians, they have some fights with each other, but was no it wasn't confirmed, and we didn't know why they shoot each other. But now we understand that actually it is like military police shoot in the soldiers who don't want to go war, and the soldiers, they also have weapons, so they reply. And so that happened, that what happened now. And it is maybe one you for today I wanted to tell you. Once again, I want to tell you that I appreciate that you're watching my channel, that you supported me, that you write me a comments. It is very important for me. And so I want to say thank you once again, and I hope I will see you and you will see me next time. Bye.